Hi students. So in this video class, let us discuss electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. Electromagnetic spectrum means the distribution of all electromagnetic radiations in the increasing order of their wavelengths or decreasing order of their frequency is known as electromagnetic spectrum. So here we have different types of the electromagnetic radiations based on wavelength. So from gamma rays to radio waves. So now guys, from gamma rays to radio waves, wavelengths increases. So based on the difference in the wavelength, first we can classify the electromagnetic radiations in certain types. Now if you arrange all the radiations or the distribution of all the electromagnetic radiations in the increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of frequency is known as electromagnetic spectrum. Now you see the gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet radiation, visible radiation, IR radiation. IR means infrared, and next one microwave and radio waves. So now here the wavelength range of the electromagnetic spectrum approximately, this is wavelength range guys, say 10 power minus 12 meters to 10 power 2 meters. That is the wavelength range of the electromagnetic radiations in the spectrum. Next one guys, I will give you the uses of each radiation. This gamma rays, these are used in the cancer treatment, and the X-rays, these are used to identify the broken bones in human body. And the next one, ultraviolet rays, these are used to purify the water. And visible light, which is used for the vision. We can see the things which are present around us with the help of the visible radiation only. So night time we can't see the things because of absence of the visible radiation emitted by the sun. And infrared radiation, so which is used in the to shoot the things night time, as in the night vision cameras which is used. Microwaves used for the heating purpose, and radio waves, these are used in radar. So radio detection and ranging. Radio detection and ranging. So these are the various uses of the electromagnetic radiations. Now guys, in this electromagnetic spectrum, there is another small spectrum which is known as the visible spectrum. So now in visible radiation guys, we have types of radiation based on the wavelength. Different color radiations are there. So they are from violet to red color. V for violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So now here the wavelength range of the visible spectrum 380 nanometers to 750 nanometers. We know already. So 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. Okay. So now this visible spectrum is a small component in the electromagnetic spectrum. Right, so this is about the spectrum. Students, in this video class, we are going to talk about limitations of the electromagnetic wave theory, next one black body radiation, and Planck's quantum theory. So right guys, let us see the limitations of the electromagnetic wave theory. So now guys, this topic is related to the physics, but here there are applications of the light. That's why we have to discuss about these things. Okay, in order to understand the atomic structure and the structure of atom, so here the applications of the light are needed. So that's why few things we have to discuss. Right. So now you see, it was successful in explaining the light properties like interference and next one diffraction. These are wave properties. Actually, this theory considers or it ignores the particle nature of the electromagnetic radiation. So here it considers this one only wave nature. So due to that, it was successful to explain the interference and diffraction. Interference means the combination of two or more waves to give a resultant wave is known as interference. Example guys, so now for example you see here, this is one wave and here this is another wave. When these two are combined together, you will get another wave. So like this you will get a wave. So now here the combination of two waves to give a resultant wave is known as interference. And here guys, the amplitude of the two waves will be added here, and the length also increases comparing with the previous waves. And the diffraction means bending of light throughout the obstacle is known as diffraction. So here, based on wave nature, this theory successfully explained the interference and diffraction of the light. But it was failed to explain the black body radiation, next one photoelectric effect, and the next one the line spectrum of hydrogen atom. Why it was failed to explain these phenomena? Because here it ignores the particle nature of the radiation. That's why it was failed to explain this black body radiation and the remaining two limitations also. So now let us try to understand this black body radiation. Okay. So right students, next one, the black body radiation. So right, before talking about black body and black body radiation guys, let me explain one thing. That is, when a body is exposed to the radiation, three things will happen. When radiation incident over a body, so generally three things will be happen. First one, this one absorbs some of the amount of the radiation from the radiation which incident over the surface of the body. From that, some of the component is absorbed by the body, and next one, some of the component is reflected from the incident radiation, and the rest of the part is transmitted through the body. Okay, so now here the radiation incident over a body. Here three things happen. First one, energy is absorbed by the body, or light is absorbed by the body. And the next one, so right guys. So when a body is exposed to the radiation, then here three things happens. So first one, energy is absorbed by the body, and energy is reflected by the body, and energy is, it means radiation. Radiation transmitted to the body. So now here black body means guys, this is a body that one is able to absorb all types of radiations incident over itself. Okay, when different types of wavelengths of radiation form on that body, that one is capable to absorb all the radiations. And the next one, this is able to emit all that absorbed radiations. So black body is a body that is capable to absorb all the radiations with different wavelengths, and that is capable to emit all the radiations which are absorbed by itself. And the black body radiation means the radiation associated with the black body is known as the black body radiation. Okay. So now guys, here Max Planck, he drawn a graph between the intensity and the next one, the radiation wavelength of a black body. Now here he expected graph like this, because according to electromagnetic wave theory, so here according to electromagnetic wave theory, energy or radiation absorption or emission takes place continuously. If really emission or absorption takes place continuously, so now here as body absorbs the radiation, so its intensity should be increases like this. Okay, now here he got a curve like this. So now here expected one is like this one, and he got a curve like this when he drawn a plot intensity of the light versus the radiation wavelength. So now from this he realized one thing, that is the energy, radiation emission or absorption does not take place continuously, it takes place discontinuously. So now guys, So now up to certain range, a body is capable to absorb the radiation, and after that, here emission will be started. So that's why here the intensity decreases. So now the emission or absorption both by a body does not take place continuously, it takes place discontinuously, right? So right guys, here where the intensity is maximum, so now here this peak, so which is known as lambda maximum. Okay, so now if we draw a same curve at a different temperatures, then you can get the two curves with a small variation. So now here lambda intensity versus lambda. So now this is the curve drawn at T1 temperature. So this one drawn at T1 temperature. And the next one more curve that we draw at another temperature, that is T2. This one is drawn at T2 temperature. So now where T2 is greater than T1. So now here you can see guys. So you see the peak of the curve and you see the peak of the second curve. So now here for the second curve, this one is drawn at high temperature and the peak is present towards the less wavelength. And the peak which is, the curve which is drawn has maximum peak or has a peak towards the maximum wavelength. So now as temperature increases guys, here the wavelength is decreases. So now it means that guys, here if temperature increases, energy increases. If energy increases, lambda decreases. So we know the equation. I will explain you in Max Planck quantum theory. So general thing is, if temperature increases, energy increases. So if energy increases, lambda decreases. That's why here the peak moves towards the less value of the wavelength. So now here finally we realize one thing. Who is that? Who is he? Max Planck. So now here the emission or absorption takes place discontinuously. And according to electromagnetic wave theory, so now you need to get a curve like this, because the theory tells that emission or absorption takes place continuously. Emission of radiation or absorption of radiation by a body takes place continuously. So the expected curve is like this, but he got like this, and from this he realized that so here emission and absorption of radiation takes place discontinuously. So next let us see guys, Planck's quantum theory. So next one, Planck's quantum theory. So Max Planck, he proposed this Planck's quantum theory based on the experimental results obtained from the black body radiation graph. Okay, so now the first postulate guys, emission or absorption of a radiation does not take place continuously, but it takes place discontinuously in the form of small packets of energy. Okay guys, according to previous theory, electromagnetic wave theory, by a body, so either absorption or emission takes place continuously, but here this one tells that it does not take place like this. So here it takes place discontinuously in the form of a small packets. Either absorption or emission of radiation takes place discontinuously in the form of small packets of energy. So first this body, by absorbing a small packet of energy of radiation, it absorbs the next one, and during the emission also same thing takes place. And next one guys, you see here each one is known as a small packet of energy, and for the small packet of energy of radiation is known as quantum. Each small packet of energy is known as quantum. Quantum, this is singular, quanta, Q-U-A-N-T-A, quanta, which is plural. A group of particles or group of packets of energy, small packets of energy are known as quanta. A single small packet of energy is known as quantum, which is also known as a photon. Okay. And the next one guys, here the each quantum is associated with first one, here the energy of the each quantum. So here these small packets of energy are known as quantum. So here each quantum energy is directly proportional to the frequency of the radiation. So this point we can write like this. E means energy of the small packet of energy or quantum is directly proportional to the frequency of the radiation. So now by removing the proportionality, we can give a constant value, that is E is equal to h nu. So now guys, here h is Planck's constant. So now here this h value is 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joules second. In case of X, it will be h equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 27 Earth second. Okay, so this equation is very important, guys. And the next postulate. The energy of radiation emitted or absorbed by a body is integral multiple of h nu. Simply, it means energy is quantized. Energy of a radiation emitted by a body or absorbed by a body is quantized. It means that, guys, a body during the absorption or during the emission, it emits the radiation as 1 h nu or 2 h nu or 3 h nu, 4 h nu, like this, in the form of integral multiple of h nu. But it does not emit the radiation like in this form as 1 h nu or 2.5 h nu, 1.5 h nu, 2.5 h nu. So emission of energy or absorption of energy by a body does not take place in these forms. It takes place only in the integral multiple of h nu only. So I will give you one example, guys, to understand this one. For example, you take the staircase. So now here a person can stand over the first step or second step, third step only. But no one can stand here in this vertical plane. No one can stand in this vertical area. So now in fixed steps only there is possibility to stand by a person. You can say that here these steps are quantized. So similarly here also, guys, during the emission or absorption of radiation, then the energy of radiation emitted or absorbed by a body takes place as 1 h nu or 2 h nu or 3 h nu. Does not gives as 1.5, 2.5, 2.3 h nu, like that. And next we need to discuss a small point, that is 1 mole of, let me rub this one and I will explain. So right, guys, here you see there is a small node. Here it tells that the energy possessed by or associated with 1 mole of quanta or 1 mole of photons present in a radiation is known as 1 Einstein energy. The energy possessed by 1 mole of quanta or 1 mole of photons of radiation is known as 1 Einstein. So now by using this formula we can find out the energy associated with 1 mole of the photons. Now here n naught is a 1 mole, Avogadro number, that value 6.022 into 10 power 23. In order to find out the energy of 1 photon, we have to use this formula, E is equal to h nu. In order to find out the energy of 1 mole of photons, we have to use this formula. If frequency is given, we can use this one. If wavelength is given, we can use this one. And here also, in order to find out the energy of a photon, if frequency is given, you can use this equation, or you can use this one. E is equal to c by lambda, because nu is equal to c by lambda. That's why in both the equation, instead of nu, you can take c by lambda. So next, let us see some problems based on Planck's quantum theory or these equations.